Hello, my name is Leah. Sorry, I'm trying to readjust my camera, so hopefully you can see me well. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've actually had this channel for a long time. I think I started this channel in like 2008, 2009. The intention of this channel initially was to be a natural hair channel. At that time, I had became natural. I was following other natural YouTubers. Some of you who are naturals may remember KimmyTube or KimATube. I can't remember how you pronounce her name. African Export. Black Onyx, the owner of Alakay Naturals, like she taught me how to do yarn braids, y'all. Actually, I learned how to twist my hair watching YouTube. So this channel is not going to be going forward, is not going to be about natural hair unless that's something maybe you're interested in. But the reason why I'm coming on this channel today is because, well, there's several reasons. This year, so the time that I'm videoing or that I'm recording is actually Sunday. So what, like December, I have to do math. I think it's like December 29th or whatever. And so it's December 29th. I am starting, I would say, my third or fourth biggest weight loss journey. I have gained and lost a lot of weight over my lifetime. I'm 37 years old. I think the first time that I lost a lot of weight was, I don't know. I was probably like in high school, college, maybe. And basically I got like diet pills, appetite suppression pills, and I lost a lot of weight that way, but it affected me emotionally. Like I was like super short-tempered, and it just really messed with me chemically. So I stopped doing that. I kept the weight off after, even after I stopped taking the pills. But then slowly but surely the weight started to creep back up. And then I had like a super major like breakup in my life. And yeah, that really like devastated me. And it kind of like, there were other factors around that breakup. So it wasn't just a breakup, but it was other factors around that breakup that led me into a really deep, dark depression. I probably stayed in that depression for about, I would say anywhere from 3 to 4 years. It was really deep. It was really dark. It was like I was in like my mid-20s. I cut off on my family. I went into this whole isolation, and I just really felt helpless and hopeless. And it was the first time that I had interactions with my with therapy. I was actually doing group therapy, court-ordered group therapy. So that's a story for a later time. So I just want to get through this video because I'm so nervous. Because you know, this year for me, I think is going to be about just radical change, doing things that scare me. I've always wanted to be consistent on my YouTube channel and really take my YouTube channel seriously, but I just, you know, I got analysis paralysis, and, you know, it was like, what am I going to even talk about? And, you know, I just never was consistent on this channel. So, yeah, so we'll get to the point of this video. You can probably tell from the title what the point of this video is going to be, but just wanted to give you some backstory about me, maybe even some goals for this channel, but mainly my goal for making this video and my goal on this channel for right now. So anyway, yeah, so I went to court-ordered therapy, and I learned about just talking and recognizing my feelings and understanding that you can have emotions, you're allowed to have emotions, you're allowed to have your feelings, but you're not but you can control how, you can't control your feelings, but you can control how you react to those emotions. So I learned that, and those were some tools that I could put in my toolbox, and that really was the seed, I think, to get out of that depression. So it was very much, needed. It was very much, and I was supposed to go for a year. I ended up going for like 6 months, and so when I got out of that, there was just like a chain of events or whatever. By the time I turned 27, something just clicked in me, and I just wasn't depressed anymore, and I realized that I could create my own happiness, and it started me down this journey where I started, just working on my joy, working on my happiness, and being an active participant in creating the life that I wanted to live. At that time, I owned a home. I had a really, a 1,500 square foot home, and I wanted to, I didn't want to live there anymore. I did not want to live there anymore. I felt trapped. I felt like, what's the point of me living in this big house with no one to share it with? I don't want the burden of this house anymore. And honestly, I just stopped paying the mortgage. Probably wasn't the smartest it wasn't the smartest idea, not probably. It just was not the smartest idea. And so I stopped paying my mortgage. My house foreclosed on me. Fucked up my credit. Just credit bad. Just credit insane. So a lot of the issues and troubles in my life were self-inflicted. All of my issues and troubles, I take accountability for all of the shit that has happened to me and that I've allowed to happen to me. And that's the other thing I learned in my court-ordered group therapy, was that you are responsible for, for the things that happen. You play a part in the things that happen. You may not be responsible for everything that happens to you, but you definitely play a part in it. And so I actively try to hold myself accountable and be honest with myself and give myself language that holds myself accountable. And when you hold yourself accountable, it's a great thing, because you can then you have the power to change it. So anyway, I'm all over the place. I hope that I'm making sense, and I hope I'm not just rambling. But anyway, so I, let the house foreclosure. I downsized. I got an apartment. My mother had a co-sign for it. And then, like, shortly after I moved into my apartment, I got fired from my corporate job or whatever. I hated it there. I did not want to work there anyway. I hated going into an office every day. I really wanted to work from home. This was around the age of 33. Around the age of 33, I got certified to be a yoga teacher. And then like a year later, I got fired from my corporate job. And so I ended up, oh, let me rewind a little bit. So before the yoga teacher, before getting fired from my corporate job, and between me having that epiphany at 27 and the losing of my house, or letting my house go, I lost a lot of weight. I lost a whole lot of weight. I lost like over 100 pounds. I became plant-based. I still consider myself plant-based, meaning that if I'm going to cook, mostly if I cook for myself, if I prepare food for myself, it is going to be, what people call vegan. Okay. But I don't call myself vegan. I don't want to be beholden to any type of title, any type of restriction. I've done that. I've done the whole, gorge and constrict, gorge and constrict, gorge and constrict. So I do not consume meat. I don't have the desire to consume meat. Not saying that I would never consume meat in the future. I just don't have the desire to do it, and I haven't. It doesn't. I haven't seen where I need to have meat. So anyway, and I will get into that. So anyway, so I became plant-based, lost over 100 pounds, kept it off for 5 years. And like I said, I got certified to be a yoga teacher when I turned 33, my Jesus year. 33 is your Jesus year. Jesus year. That's the year that Jesus passed away. And it's supposed to be a really powerful time in your life, some people believe. I thought 33 was a great year. I became a yoga teacher or whatever, and then like a year later I got fired from my corporate job. And it's just like things that I let go of, and I just stopped, physically and mentally, that I had mentally checked out of. I just neglect it, and I let it fall by the wayside. That could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing. I don't really know. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what it is. So anyway, yeah, after I got fired from my corporate job, I was like, okay, this is a sign. I need to be a yoga teacher full time. So I became a yoga teacher full time. FYI, if you're a yoga teacher or you want to be a yoga teacher, you can't make a full-time living off of teaching yoga, at least not at first. It takes a lot of just mutzvah and just go-getterism and hustleism or whatever to do that. And as much as yoga means to me and how life-changing it has been for me, I did not want to grow to hate it. So I taught yoga full time for about a year and a half, maybe. And I was like, no, I just can't do this anymore. Driving from studio to studio, gym to gym, it was a havoc on my car. It was havoc on my schedule, my life. It was stressful. I could barely make my bills. And it was horrible. And then in 2015, some more traumatic shit happened. Maybe I'll tell that story later on. And in that case, it basically was mommy daddy issues, and just the spiral, the combination of barely making it as a full-time yoga teacher, and just the mommy daddy issues shit. It was a tipsy tumble. It was a tipsy old tumble on down into depression land, and it snuck up on me. It really snuck up on me. It took a minute. The first time I had that deep depression was instant. This time it crept up on me. It really if you've ever seen the show Big Mouth, where the cat is just like getting up on your shoulders and just take a nap, that's what happened. Like the cat creeped up my back, got on my back, and just was taking a nap. And then next thing I knew, I was in a deep dark depression. And then once I recognized it a lot sooner. I figured it out. But I still my coping mechanism was to like go into this isolation and just get myself into this box and just like boom. I'll figure it out. I'll do my inner work. I went to therapy. I went to a wellness coach. I joined, actually a free membership. I still teach yoga. I teach yoga part-time. So I have free membership to a gym, and I tried everything, and I just gained weight. I gained weight, and I don't want to be I don't know how much weight I've gained. I don't have a scale. So, I really don't know. So this video is really for accountability for that. I don't know if I necessarily want to lose weight, but I want to regain the energy that I had. I do want to change the look of my body. I'm all about body positivity. The fact that I want to change my body now does not mean that the fact that I want to change my body or do things in the effort to change my body in the future does not mean I hate the body that I'm in now. I'm all about body positivity, but the body that I'm currently in, I did not gain it in a positive way. So therefore, I would really, really like to maybe not get back down to where I was. But yeah, I do want to lose fat. I do not want to jiggle as much anymore. That is my goal. That is why I'm putting this video out there. Mainly, I'm using this channel to be accountable. 1, 2, I just need a creative outlet. I'm 37. I think when I was 27, I was looking at 30 and just how I wanted my life to change, and what I wanted to see happen. And and so now I'm 37. I'm looking at 40. What do I want 40 to look like? And so that's where I'm at. I just need some accountability. And so this video is going to be about, this video and going forward every week, I'm just going to post my progress pictures and my plan for, so like I said, I've lost weight I've been on this weight loss journey pretty much my whole life. And I've accepted maybe that's just going to be my life. And so I feel like for now, I'm an expert of myself. And so I'm going to just put together all of the tools that I've learned over the years, what has worked for me, what hasn't, and just go for it. So the one thing that has worked for me is just eating a whole food plant-based food. So every Saturday or Sunday, I'm just gonna, not every Saturday, every other Saturday or Sunday, because I actually cook like 2 weeks out when I food prep. So every other Saturday or Sunday, I'm gonna food prep. I'm gonna show you my food prep, and I am going to show you my progress pics. And so if you're on a journey, you have goals that you want to accomplish, let me know down in the comments. Maybe we can hold each other accountable. Maybe you've had some traumatic experiences, like, what are your coping mechanisms, and how do you find healthier coping mechanisms other than food? I'm just desperate at this point. Like, I've tried everything. I've tried everything that I know works, and nothing has worked. And it's just like the issues still live in my tissues. Shout out to Nikki Myers. If you want to learn about a really great yoga teacher, Nikki Myers, she says the issues live in your tissues. And it's like, I'm over the trauma, but it's like my body isn't. And I'm like, you can let go now. You can release now. Like, it's over now, and I just want my body to feel safe and feel like it doesn't have to protect me anymore by, creating this padding. I don't need it anymore, and it's time to shed it. And so this is what this video is about. It's just about accountability. I want to do more, maybe possibly in the future on this channel. I just need a creative outlet, and I think this will be great and productive for me. Something outside of working, and I need some type of interaction, but I'm not ready to really, be in my friend circle, in my family circle yet, so I just need some type of connection. So, maybe we can build some community together of like minds. We'll just see where it goes. So anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm a certified yoga teacher. If you're, interested in some fat girl yoga, let me know. Okay, I'll hook you up. So yeah, we can do that. But for now, it's just gonna be a weekly video, just tracking my progress, tracking my food prep, and in my progress pictures. And like I said, I'm gonna just be following a whole foods plant-based situation. I'm gonna try to get plenty of water, and my 2 forms of exercise, or well, 3 actually. I'm gonna be walking, doing yoga, of course, and I am going to, I belong to a gym called 9 Round, so it's a combination of like boxing and kickboxing. So I'll be doing that. So that's kind of my plan. I plan to do some sort of physical activity, 5 days a week, 2 days off. I food prepped for the week. I actually now have another full-time job, so I work from home full-time. So that's something that I manifested, something great, something positive. So I work from home full-time, but my hours are kind of weird. So I'm on the East Coast, but I work California hours. So my hours are kind of weird, but it really, really helps to have my food prepped and ready to go, so that I can stick to having healthy food throughout the week, and I really don't have to think about it. So yeah, so I will do that. And yeah, so that's the plan. Just once a week, a video, just showing my accountability. And, like I said, I might do more things on this channel. If you're interested in more things, if I have the time to do it, I will try to do it. But yeah, so I don't know what day. I can't really promise a day yet, but it will be once a week at least. I'm not going to promise a day because I'm recording this on Sunday. I really wanted to get it up today, but I probably won't get it up until Wednesday. So, but it is what it is. So yeah. So next clip, I'm going to show you my food prep, and I'm going to show my progress pictures, which I'm super nervous about putting out on the internet. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. So that will be all for my speaking voice. So I'll catch you, that's all for this clip of the video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace. Okay, I'm recording this again because I don't think it recorded the first time. But anyway, here is my food prep for the week. Okay, and I'm going to go over just how I planned everything and, what my process is. So basically, when I food prep, I pretty much food prep every other week, which when I food prep, it takes me anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, just depends on what I'm making. So what I do is I will make 5 of everything and alternate stuff each week. So for instance, like this is my breakfast. Okay, so I have three sweet potatoes with some sauteed chard, and I have these field roast apple sausages with peppers. And so as you can see, I have 3 servings of the sweet potato and 2 servings of the sausage with peppers. Now, what I did was I actually made 5 of these and 5 of these. So this week I'm having 3 and 2 of these, and the next week I'll have 3 of these and 2 of these, if that makes sense. So that's my breakfast. And when I go to eat my sweet potatoes, I actually put almond butter on top of them. So delicious. Shout out to my friend who gave me that tip a while ago. So along with my breakfast or just like a snack, I just have some blueberries and apples in this container or in these Ziploc bags. So that will be my breakfast. And then for lunch, I'm going to pretty much have salad. So usually when I was going strong and keeping up with my work, eating healthy and eating whole food, plant based, I always had a huge salad for lunch. And what makes the salad is my toppings. So I have these five bowls full of greens, and I top them however I want to. So this week is going to be kind of like a Mediterranean, I guess, inspired situation. So I have cucumbers and chickpeas and tomatoes, and I tossed it with some salt and pepper, some Italian seasoning, and some vinegar. And this is so that the cucumbers and the tomato will kind of last a little bit longer. And then for dressing, I'm going to have this fat-free balsamic vinaigrette that I got from Trader Joe's. And then my second topping option is going to be my salsa with refried beans and corn. And so I put it in these mason jars, and so what I can do is just dump it on top, and the salsa will be on top. So that's kind of going to serve as my dressing. And then for my dinner, I am going to have stir fry and spaghetti with like a meat sauce. So for my stir fry, I had a little like warning come up on my phone. But anyway, for my stir fry, I have brown rice and sauteed vegetables with teriyaki tofu and edamame, and I put some teriyaki sauce on there. And then for dinner, I'm having some meat sauce. So I use Beyond Meat, and I've used marinara sauce, and I just topped it with peas for some extra protein, and I just have some regular noodles. And then for dessert, I am going to have a Laura bar. I like Laura bars. They're whole food, and they pretty much have ingredients that I can pronounce. And so yeah, that is my food prep for the week.